So I've been having a little video game adventure myself.
What do you find anything fun lately?
Oh, yeah. So, I probably didn't talk about it on the show. Maybe I brought it up to you before, but I've got the Switch 2. I got it the day it came out. And I'll be honest, Zach, it hasn't really been doing much. I got Mario Kart. I mean, I've played Mario Kart, and I played it a whole bunch when it came out, but Mario Kart's one of those things that you're not going to play for years. You're going to beat it, and then you might pick it up every couple months. If you have some friends over, you play it, but how much have I got to play Mario Kart?
Yeah.
Donkey Kong came out. And I played a little bit of that, but I've been busy. But there wasn't a whole lot in there to hook me in. Although it will. I know it will. Maybe the cruise is when I do it, because it reminds me a lot of the last Mario, the last 3D Mario game. And so I know I'll get into it. I just haven't gotten there yet. But they finally got me, Zach. And they got a whole bunch of other people too. With a game that came out that nobody was expecting or really looking forward to, and that is Pokopia. And if you don't know what Pokopia is, it's essentially a cross between Animal Crossing, a little bit of Minecraft, and Pokemon. And I love all those games, man. Especially Animal Crossing. Granted, it was during COVID, or the illness we shall not name. I think enough time has passed. I think enough in the episode where we're not going to get
It's been 6 years, man. I think we're good.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
6 years.
I mean, but then again, to not make it too much a segue, there's still people that lean into stuff that is COVID related. It's like, dude, it's been 6 years.
I know.
I know. Anyhow.
Nonetheless, Animal Crossing was just my jam, man. And this just shows how good of a game it is. My wife barely plays games. She got into Animal Crossing. She beat it before I did.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Way to go.
So now I'm like, oh, Pokopia is like a new Animal Crossing. So I'm trying to kind of get her into it too, because I think it'd be fun for her to be into another game. But it is great. It is amazing. It's like Animal Crossing, but honestly, a little bit better. Usually when you see these games that want to be like another game, they're good, but they're not great. No, this is, and what seems to be turning out to be, a Switch 2 system seller.
Okay.
Here's how it has to be, Zach. I was out, not this past Saturday, the Saturday before, a day after Pokopia came out. I was at Target for running errands. They were sold out. Target was next to Best Buy. I was like, I'll stop at Best Buy. They were sold out. And at that point, I was like, okay, why am I just going store to store? Let me just use technology to my advantage. I looked up GameStop, looked up everywhere was sold out of physical copies, which is interesting because this is a game key card where the game isn't even on the thing. Yeah. And so worst case, I was like, well, if I don't find a copy, I'll just buy it digitally. Big deal. Although I'm a weirdo, Zach. I like it on my shelf. There's certain games I buy digitally, but I will still buy the damn.
Well, and that's why they're still doing it now, and why Nintendo's doing it is they're like, well, it's for the guys that like keeping the physical box. Yeah, which is sad though because it's not the actual game. It's like I said, it's just an access code in a cartridge. But
if anything, is more a pain in the ass because now I have to put the cartridge in to play a game that's digital anyway. It's the whole thing's silly, but I want it on my shelf. Nonetheless, I get to Walmart, and the reason I check my local Walmart is there's been 3 instances where they've said something is sold out, and I'll get there and they have 1 left on the shelf. Almost like there's somebody that works at the Walmart that's like, I want to buy this after my shift, so I'm going to put 1 less in the inventory to where hopefully people that are coming just based on the app don't order it, right? Sure as shit. Go in there. They said they're sold out. I was going to pick up some beer and some boxes anyway. 1 left in the shelf. Naturally, this is the time at Walmart where there's nobody around to open the thing. And I see there's 1 left. And I'm like, great. If I'm not the person to get the person, somebody else is getting this game. And so I'm waiting. I find, do you have access to the thing? No, but I'll talk to somebody. And 3 other people come by. No, I don't. But we'll call. Finally, there's another guy coming. And as he's coming, a guy and his son walk up. And they're like, oh, are you getting something out of the game case? I was like, I am. And they're like, okay, cool. This guy will get it for us too then. You know what game they were looking for, exactly. You know it. And I know nobody's going to believe me. My wife doesn't believe me. I was going to be the bigger man. And if they were saying they were going to go for that Pokemon game, I would say just give it to the kid. Because the kid's like 9.
Okay.
I can just buy it digitally. I don't need it, right? And sure enough, that's the game they're looking for. But I didn't walk over to the case. I just stayed by the little thing.
Yeah.
And I see them just they're like, oh, they're out, and walk away. I was like, oh, no. And they just kept going. I was like, well, I'm not going to chase after them. So, yeah, you're right. I'm a piece of shit, and I kept the game. I don't care. Ha-ha, little kid. Should have been faster. Oh, no. Dummy. Blame your daddy. No, I'm kidding. But I was going to give it to the kid, I swear. And they walked away too fast. My wife has been giving me a hard time. They're like, walked away too fast. What do you mean? They took a step, and you're like, oh, never mind.
No, I swear, I think you did. I think you went oh, no, I'll wait, stop. Come back.
No, don't do it.
Oh, no, they're gone.
No, don't go.
Oh, they didn't get. Oh, that's too bad. That's too bad.
They can buy it digitally. It's fine. It's just a game key card. They don't need any more junk in their house. Idiot.
You should have just yelled, buy it digital.
Yeah. Oh man, he had the little Emobi too to go with it.
He did.
Amiibo.
Oh no.
I'm like,
oh no.
They bought the Amiibo though, so you know what? They know they can get it digitally. I did that kid a favor. Nonetheless, it's been a great game because I got home and I didn't really know what I was getting into. I just saw that everybody in the span of the time that it came out and the 24 hours later said, holy crap, the game is actually good. Like nobody expected this game to be good. They all just thought it was going to be some shovelware Pokemon spin-off game. And so I saw everybody talking about how great it is. But as we talked about on the last episode, Zach, that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
People will say anything is amazing. But I said, you know what? There's enough people saying it. My Switch 2 is just collecting dust. Let me try this game out. And boy, am I glad I did, because it really is. It's like Animal Crossing with elements of Minecraft. And
really?
So like early in the game, you unlock new powers by finding new Pokemon. And you find new Pokemon by restoring habitats that those Pokemon might live in. And so throughout the map, you'll find little clues on like, here's a new habitat. And so it'll be like four pieces of tall grass by water. We'll give you like water, elevated grass by water. And then up in the hills and up by the ocean or by a rock, you get like shaded boulder type and things like that. And then in the caves and so on and so forth. Yeah. Right. And so there is a part in the game where I could see these little blocks where there's like little water dripping out and all these empty lakes underneath. So I'm like, okay, clearly I have to learn how to like punch something, right? And so what it was, I had to unlock Hitmonlee. And to unlock Hitmonlee is I had to go find a punching bag and place it next to a bench. And so once I did that, you leave, you come back a couple minutes later, there's Hitmonlee. Do him a favor, he teaches you how to punch. Now that I can punch, I can go break that block. Now that I break that block, the water's full. Now I can unlock new habitats and unlock new Pokemon. And so it really is an interesting way. So there's crafting in it. You can break blocks. You can grow things. Whereas in like Animal Crossing, where this is like this to a certain extent, but Animal Crossing is very strict on what you can unlock. And so like early game, you do a little bit of your game, and then there's really not much you can do until the clock actually changes to the next day in real life, because that's the next day in the game as well. And whereas this, you can ramp it up by unlocking a bunch of Pokemon faster. Now, granted, it's not going to like speed you through the game. It's still going to pace you through. But it also does follow the rules of Animal Crossing, where like if I play the game in the middle of the day, it's daylight in the game. If I play the game at night, it's nighttime in the game. It follows the real world sun. They have events in the game to where like, okay, they might have like, I'll think about like Animal Crossing, where there's like a flower festival.
Right.
But during that festival, you can only get certain items.
Okay.
So they're going to do things like that in Pokopia as well.
That's pretty clever.
But it's great.
Yeah.
It's a fun little game. It's great little cozy game. If you want to play games and not worry about anything killing you, this is it. You can't lose. The only thing you can do is take longer to beat the game.
Yeah, that's true.
It,
that's true. No, I've seen some things with the Switch too that I think a lot of people, and maybe it's just the sentiment and feeling of what like modern gaming is right now, where it's like people just want a mass amount of new stuff and new games, and not just all online or all digital or whatnot. And you know, I feel like that's kind of also why it's breaking through, is like it's a legitimate system seller, and it's something that's like what people want for that system that they can go and pick up and buy, and that is a unique experience.